gosh, I finally got it. Oh.
Hi, Jen.
That was so hard.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, Debbie.
Hi,
Hey,
Naveen.
Debbie.
Hi, Debbie.
I heard your voice.
Hi, Debbie.
I don't see you yet.
Hi, Debbie.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hi, Judy.
Hello.
Hi, Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
Hi, Jen.
Hi, Judy. Hi, Judy.
Hi, Judy.
Hi, Jan. I'm getting better at recognizing voices. I heard you.
Yeah.
Good.
Expand this
Our
thingy.
faces.
Yay.
You guys have the sweetest voices.
Oh, yeah. Everybody has the sweetest voices and sweetest faces, too.
Hey.
Yes. Julie's coming on. Yeah. Oh, did we lose Peter?
I see him.
Do you?
Peter's watching
Oh, there you are.
Yes.
Hi, Peter.
How's your week been, Peter?
Wonderful.
Yay.
As the family says, they've adopted a new word. The word is wonderful.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Yeah.
That's a new word.
That's
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
word.
That's a good one.
I like that. Wonderful.
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 Yeah, it is.
Wonderful. That's awesome. Because that's definitely one of your many talents is saying a lot in a few words. So that's
You learn to do that. Hi, Diane.
Hi, Diana.
Hello. Hi, Diana.
Hello,
Hi.
Diana.
She's
Hi,
in her
Julie. I see Julie and Brian.
She's in her office.
Well, that's her
Hello,
own.
everybody.
Where's Judy? Oh,
With a
hi,
seatbelt?
Hector.
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 Hi.
Oh,
Hey,
hi,
hey.
Judy and Brian. I see you guys.
Hi, Hector.
Hi.
Judy, did you read up on Plato?
Oh, a little bit.
That was a big news.
A little bit.
Pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah, that was fun.
I loved the part about, his story about Solon. And really, without him, we wouldn't have had all the information about Atlantis that we do have.
Wow.
Well, it explains to me why Judy has been so helpful all along.
Yep.
Thank
Now she
you.
has 36 books to catch up on.
Oh my goodness.
And the best record of Atlantis that we have.
Yeah.
I mean, we have Socrates level, but there's still ego associated with that. So it's distorted. But it's not distorted in Plato's case.
Yes. Hey, Plato, did they have paper back then, or
So Atlantis went under because there was too much technology and not enough love. We had better technology then than we do now.
Mm-hmm.
And we had another inflection point 50,000 years ago. Then we had enough love, but we didn't have enough technology.
Mm-hmm.
And neither one of those meets the word balance.
Yeah.
What's the U.S. all about? Balanced powers. Balance. The word is all over. People don't know what it means.
Mm-hmm.
But balance is so important. important. Happiness is so important and we're so far away. The Constitution 1776 had pursuit of happiness. Didn't have happiness.
Yeah.
And so we didn't have happiness. We got balance, but we didn't know really what it means. Hey Dennis, how are you?
Good.
Hi, Dennis.
Hey, Dennis. Hi, Dennis. Hey, Dennis.
I'm still getting some people on here.
Is Peter gone?
Wait. Looks like he might be.
Hello.
Hello.
Harry.
Oh, hi, Harry.
Harry.
Hi,
Harry.
Hey, Harry.
You
What
are
happened to Peter? Oh,
You-
here.
a love.
Yeah, he's gone. He's coming.
Yeah.
So, Noreen, do you want me to hang up? Because it could be my fault.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Olga. Olga
Let's
Lucia.
give
Olga
him one more
Lucia.
time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that happens, I'm willing to just hang the phone and just.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What number are we at, Noreen? How many people are on right now?
This is interesting. Somebody put me in automatically, and I didn't know it.
Harry,
Hello.
there's Harry, Donna D.
Donna D, yes.
Getting to see some new faces.
Peter, this is the second time I've seen you today. I was catching up on one of the ones I missed, and there you were for an hour, just at lunchtime. 2 doses in one day.
Indeed,
I'm honored.
I am too.
This is wonderful. You got such a beautiful group now. You know, it's just 5 stars.
Indeed.
Okay.
That's 6 stars.
There you go.
Here, before you broke out there, you were talking about balance with
Indeed.
Atlantis and other civilizations. Peter, can
Well,
you hear me?
The civilization includes 1,000 star systems.
Okay, but here on the Earth, it seems like in the last few hundred years, we've gotten away from truth.
Right.
It was out of balance. Do you see that coming in?
No, I see that as learning.
Okay.
Oh, he's gone
Lose him
again.
Oh, no.
No.
Peter Olson, PO stands for pop out.
Okay. So goodbye. I am going to hang up the phone.
Aww.
Okay.
Oh, Olga Lucia.
Sorry.
Why would it be Olga Lucia more than anyone else?
We were trying to figure
But
out that with Noreen.
practice.
last time.
Praxis.
Oh, there.
Peter.
I'm going to go.
Hi, Julie, Brian.
I'm going to go.
Peter.
No.
One more practice. That's what it boils down to.
Unless you want to hear it. But other than
Okay.
I mean, how did I find out about Judy? Little. It came to me in 1,000th of a second. Bam.
Wow.
It was but it's from practice. And it's in practice this life. See, it's not, I have this body. So it's this life where I have to practice.
Peter, Donna D has something to share.
I'm trying to help Bonnie get on. She called me on iPad, and I was trying to tell her how to get on. Noreen, can you help her any? She's trying to join.
Not now. I'll try next time. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Remember, it's the practice is this is our body, right? I see Donna D, I see Yuri, I see Harry, I see Noreen. The practice is this body. So if you practice more and more, you're practicing leaving this body and going back in quantum. There are prerequisites, like self-love. If you don't have self-love, you can't even start. But it's one word, practice. When we finish, what do we have in front of us forever? Endless practice. Where does our mastery come from? Practice. It's really easy, but it's error-free. I mean, each one of us has a unique magnificence, all interconnected. That's the difference between one and oneness. The fact that we all exist is oneness. But we're all one. We haven't gone away from being one. We're still one. Very interesting things to me. For example, I rewatched Jesus, the Superstar, and with John Legend, who first came on last year. They had 39 lashes for Jesus. What do we have? 39 plus 2. Quantum form and quantum singularity. That's amazing. How many are on our list? 41. That list includes form and voice. So if you subtract form and voice, what do you have? 39. Jesus Christ Superstar has 39 lashings.
My God.
You could rerun it if you want, simply by choosing on demand. But that's the point. There's no need. So if you just look, oneness, practice, endless practice, it's all there. Maybe you're not connecting everything. You will after you practice more and more and more. We're really going from one to oneness. That's what we're really doing. It's all about love. It's all about being positive. It's all about practice. It's all about oneness. All there.
Can everybody mute themselves if they're not speaking?
Yeah, please mute yourself. Yes. Thank you, Diane.
So we're very fast in quantum. Very fast. Well, if you start applying that to what's going on, you'll see it.
Somebody's not hearing, Yeah, it's okay. Sorry, Peter.
That's all right. We're practicing. That's what we're doing. And we're connecting because the practice is making us more fun. And we're not getting blocked by our consciousness, by our mind, by our thought, by our brain. You can't, those things will mislead you forever. If you don't leave that realm, you're just going to go around in circles forever. Sure, the circle might be larger, but it's still a circle. It has a beginning and an end. You're born, and then you die.
Somebody seems to be eating something.
Yeah.
Stop chewing, whoever it is. And mute yourself if you got to.
Still going on.
Yes.
Now that's cool. I just clicked on Noreen and it gave me his name. I hadn't done that before.
Yeah, everybody's doing it.
And did that for Harry.
Yeah. Wow.
Did that for Diane Joy. That's very cool.
What is that?
It gave me your name along with your picture.
Oh, cool.
It did the same for Diane. That's new. It's very cool. All I did is click on the picture. And it added the name.
Oh, great. That's good.
Hi, Sonny.
Try clicking on somebody's picture. Does it add their name?
Yes.
That's cool. That's very cool.
Eyes is the. Oh, I'm muted.
Yeah, somebody got it. Oh, maybe not.
Since Bernadette is not with us in this meeting, she's probably asleep. Is there a way to give her sleep time that she can join us in the meeting? Is that possible?
I'm sorry?
Bernadette is not on the meeting. She's probably home sleeping.
No, she couldn't make it today.
Okay.
Neither. Stephen.
Where's Scotty?
Not responding. I've rang them all several times. It's their choice now. They cannot come.
There's Lee. Hi, Lee.
Hi, Peter. How are you?
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Can anybody see me?
Yeah, I am so thankful for Judy learning about those hackings. It's one of the benefits of us all being together because Zoom is fabulous.
It is.
But I'll tell you, it was over 400 hours. It's almost 24 days that I had to work to recover my environment.
Wow.
it's just gigantic, and all you've done is return to what you had.
Peter, people using a password in addition to the old system, that's not going to be enough to prevent the hacking. Is that correct?
People aren't practicing quantum. They're practicing mind, brain, thought, and consciousness. All they'll do is lead you to death and then the next birth. Your circle may grow, it will. You won't know much if you don't take advantage of it, but it will. And gradually, you'll know more. But why not go in a straight line and have fun and have happiness and have more skills and have more personal growth and live quantum analog rather than the circle? The analog is straight line. Only you have fun. You're always positive. You have happiness. You have personal growth. You have skills growth. And the only time you know that you're Hi, Sonny. The only time you know you're in analog is when you realize there's no time. When you travel back, your body is very tired. So then it's indicated.
Peter, I couldn't find my unmute myself button to say hi fast enough.
Hi, Sunny.
There you did.
Hey, Harry, can you try and mute yourself, please?
How do you do that?
There's a little microphone thing. If you touch the bottom of your phone.
You still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, I lost some volume, but that's okay.
Yeah. And we lost the noise here, so.
Yeah, there was no noise. I'm laying in the bed by myself.
Okay. All right, Peter, all yours. I'm sorry.
Hi, Debbie. So, there's Dennis. Hi, Dennis.
Hey, Peter.
No Truth 30.
Thanks for making those clarifications on the website regarding the duration of a supercycle. That was helpful.
The 30, that's the number of human race that Eleanor Roosevelt,
Yes.
with the UN. We know there are 1,000. But the UN, which started in 1945, there were 30. It's one of the things you got from that. I'm doing that because your email, Dennis, is No Truth 30. So, all right, let me. And there's Esther. Lady One.
Hi, Peter.
So I'm gonna Judy. There's a phone number. So
Diana Cairo just joined. Yay.
Diana, I couldn't get on.
281-508-9316.
That's not me.
So
Donna Baldwin.
Yes.
there's Julie. Let's see what.
See, Brian?
Yeah, that brings up Judy and Brian. Bring up Brian or Judy. And then I saw. So that's Yuri.
You're checking all pictures today, huh?
Yes.
The names are showing, and
So we know Diana. And Diane Joy.
Sandra Powell is 903-276. Is that right, Sandra? Is that you?
That is me.
Yes.
9711. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one with the phone number, Peter. Sandra.
For Sandra, I'm okay. I get her picture and name.
Okay.
The Harry, I got Harry. Dennis. Alex.
Sounds like someone has their TV on. We can hear a TV.
Yeah.
yeah, now the TV is on. Maybe I know it might be.
I'm going to close the door to my office.
All right. Let's have pin drop silence on FaceTime. Is it possible even?
There's Diane. Hi, Diane.
Diana is calling you.
Yep, it's your name.
Cairo, that is. Fresh from her birthday.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you for
I
all
check,
the
Sonny.
messages.
So I'm getting a lot of. My screen is showing exclamation marks, but when I click on them,
you should get.
I'm getting that too. Yeah.
yeah,
You see me?
like I just had a pause that I clicked on, and that was Harry.
Do you see me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
But you have a phone number.
Mine
So
is?
I'm going to change it to your name.
TV.
Huh?
TV still going.
Yes. It comes and goes, looks like. Very interesting, yeah. There are about 22 people, 22 of us on the call, and there are 6 or 8.
I'm proud that I'll be able to offer this.
Oh, what happened here?
That was a different voice.
Yeah.
If anybody just heard, I'll be proud to offer this, that's coming through on our main call.
What is coming through?
the voice that you said something like, I'm proud to offer this. If anybody recognizes that their background, we're hearing it on the call.
There's a lot of background noise coming through.
Yes, someone has something on.
Somebody does not know how to mute. Somebody needs
Yes.
Unfortunately, no muting everybody here. I can only do myself, and each of us can only do ourselves.
All right, but let's all do our own mute.
I know Lynn's been trying to get on, Lynn Wright, but she's on the call.
Well, that's nice to hear that she's been trying.
I'm going to ring her again, see if she can join.
Yeah,
Okay.
I couldn't join Peter just hitting the link. I've been trying, and then finally Noreen got my text to call me in. So I think even though it's not because we have too many people, the original link he sent was not working.
Lynn is not responding to the join.
Okay.
Yeah, it rings and then goes back to not connected.
Well, let's go to questions.
I have a comment. Would you like to hear that? Okay. Well, for those of us that which would be all of us, are in lockdown, here's something to look at. It's called miner's lettuce. So it's something that you could forage from the field. It's edible. So we have fields and fields of it. So I thought that was interesting. In fact, there's all sorts of things all over the property that are edible. So I'm learning lots.
It's survival tip.
Yeah, and then also because my pansies are organic, I can eat some of them.
Beautiful.
Well, and Sonny has a lot of experience in what can be eaten and what is poison. So
indeed. So take it away with questions, people. What do you want to know?
Well, it's going to be a short call, sounds like.
Yeah, just questions, comments. We're all one. We're all really practicing NESS.
Peter, can you hear me?
Yes.
Loud and clear, honey.
Okay. Today I was practicing connecting to people just one by one individually, and that seemed really, as soon as I asked to connect to someone, I was connected. And is everybody doing that?
The more you practice that jam, the better and faster it's going to happen. And then as you practice with your magnificence and then voice,
yes,
you'll find that will accelerate for you.
What do you mean by voice?
Quantum voice. There's quantum singularity or voice, and then there's quantum form. So if you want to know what the voice part of all of us is, because we're all one, then you ask the voice, the quantum singularity. Alex did it. And what did she see? Rainbows.
Yes.
So it's all there. And basically, one, we had two, and it was like the bottle wash and the cook. What was done was anything. You always need two. A team.
Mm-hmm.
And then we started oneness. So you still have the team, but NESS, N-E-S-S, is all the rest of us. Added. What do we focus on? Whatever needs to be done. But we have tremendous experience now. And we have exactly the right numbers now. 39 plus 2. So we are ready now.
So the spaceships are coming. Get ready, people.
No. They're here.
They're here.
They're here. I see them every day. Anywhere from 1 to 150 a day.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Peter, what do they look like, the ones that you see?
Pardon me?
The spaceships that you see, what do they look like?
Whatever
is it like
they
in
want
a
to.
daytime sky or a nighttime sky?
They are different every day. When I went up and had my meeting, it was right over my house. And I was there it was 17th of June last year. And I was there for 5.5.
Did they beam you up in a tractor beam or something, or did you go telepathically?
I did not take my body.
Was Saint Germain there?
No. See, Saint Germain, God, Holy Ghost, Jesus, they're not fully quantum.
Right.
You guys are. You've crossed the threshold.
He did always seem happy, though.
Because the real energy, see, this is why it's so important. When you're using real energy, which is antimatter connected to matter, a single point of connection, some call it 0 point energy, right? You're happy, but you don't learn anything.
Oh.
So Peter bilocated when he went to the ship.
Well,
Does that...
you use rather than the hologram or photon, where you die, you learn lots, but you die. then you're born again, and then you die, and then you're born, and then you die. You like that? I don't.
No.
Well, we've done it enough. So it's time to move on.
I want to learn and live.
Yes.
And that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
We needed to have a protocol so we could use both energies. Takes 0.45 seconds daily. 0.45 seconds.
Yes.
That's all you have to do. It wasn't enjoyable. It took lots of discomfort. But I had the skills, so I did it. What skills do you require? 0.45 seconds a day where you stay awake. So you're actually changing from real energy to holographic photonic fast energy. Taking you 0.45 seconds. All it takes. But if you don't do it, you don't get the benefit.
Yeah. I have a problem, Peter. I stay awake and then go back to sleep.
That's okay. Say it once a day.
That's right.
That's all you have to do.
I really feel connected in the moment, and I can even have conversations with others very easily. But then I'm back sleeping and wake up later and say, whoa, what happened?
Because you went back and forth.
Yes.
But that's okay. You did it once.
Yes.
So basically, you've invoked by a protocol.
Yes. And
do it once. Spend 0.45 seconds daily.
Yes.
That activates your ability to go back and forth.
Yes, and I see it during the day. I will be looking at something, then I'm nodding, but I'm hearing a conversation on the other side.
Right.
And then come back. And
that's correct. Because you're starting to use both energies.
Yes.
And you're practicing daily in this body. Not a prior body, but this body.
Yes.
It's really it's so simple. Oneness. It's disarming. It's your consciousness, your mind, your brain, and your thought. They're deadly. And they're going to mislead you a lot. If you notice, I've changed everything on the front page to small cap.
Yes. And a lot
That's
more
the reason.
Yes.
I'm trying to help people learn. It's so important to not pay attention what is coming from your mind, consciousness, thought, brain. It's even got lines through it. As far as you're concerned, less than half a second a day is all you need to do.
Yes.
Everything else has been done for you. But if you don't do it, it's not going to happen.
Yes. It's a choice. Yes.
Stay stuck in the circle created by your mind, consciousness, thought, and brain.
Ben says, she yawns.
Do what?
You said awake, but you yawned at the same time.
Right. takes practice.
Yes.
And once we return to quantum, it boils down to endless practice. But every day is fun. Every day is happy. All the time you're awake. You're growing personally. You're growing skill. And you're learning that there's no time, and you're learning how to use your body to detect your body's turning into something that tells you power in quantum.
Please say that again, Peter.
Pardon me?
Please say it again.
Say that again?
Can you repeat what you just said?
I said your body, when you travel back, gets very tired. And until you practice enough, you basically go to sleep. You can't do it. But as you practice it, you will stay awake. And your body gets more and more tired. Well, your body turns into a detection instrument used during quantum analog. But it takes practice.
Yes. And the conversion takes some time. It's not instantaneous. You're digital today, analog tomorrow.
There is a big difference between endless practice and conversion. They're separate.
Yes. Very neat. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, any last minute questions or comments? Because I see it's 1:15.
I have another question, Peter. It's Erica. On the last week's show, you had mentioned after the 1,000 days that we would be able to begin the youthing process. I thought the Ashtar ships had youthing technology and technology for other things, and so would it be preferable that we don't use the technology, or it doesn't matter, whatever we choose? Or is there a reason why we would wait until we have mastery over using the technology on the ships, if we can get to the ships?
Right. Whatever flows, go with it. If it flows, go. It's really easy, Erica.
Mm-hmm.
So you will never be put in that position.
I will never be put in that position?
That position. Your Magnificence would never do that.
So my Magnificence would decide which was the best route for me to...
No, you'll just...
I what?
You'll decide you're going to be your Magnificence in the end of that 1,000 days. And you're going to make sure you have no errors for a whole year after that.
Right.
So it's a very gradual, error-free process.
Can I mention, last time you were talking about this error-free time this year, some people had a hard time understanding that, but I understand it as the way we mark time is changing. So it's going to go by quickly. It doesn't seem like a long process.
It's like an eye wink. You're correct. to say, gosh, can I do this? Can I have no errors? Well, your distance is going to do that. And if you have errors, you just start your year again. Simple.
Peter, what kind of errors are you talking about? Can you give us an example? What errors?
You're relying on
What?
your consciousness and or brain and or mind and or thought. That's
what our mind, consciousness, brain, or thought are relying on. Those are the errors.
And so if you're partially relying on any one of those, you're gonna your magnificence is gonna say, haven't fully mastered relying on my magnificence. So that would be if you're still relying on those four, you're major on fault and confusion and all that stuff. Wow.
I feel the call is just getting started now. We're getting hot.
Yes.
Yeah, this is what the kind of thing we should do.
Yeah.
And there are no dumb questions because you've crossed the threshold.
Yes.
And what does that mean? It means you're all more one. You're all more net than not. And therefore you're benefiting from each other.
Yes.
And it's the right numbers. 39 lashes, right? Plus 2 arms, voice. Look at things like that. What's John's last legend? He's a good singer, but his last name is Legend. What's the right legend? There's the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost. But they're not one. As you start to interconnect more and more, it becomes more apparent how amazing. And when did you do the threshold? Was it 23rd of January?
Yes.
Yes, please. 23rd it is.
That's very fast.
Yes. And we're already 90 days into it almost.
Wow.
And this all started at Diana's right before Thanksgiving, which is kind of appropriate, 2015.
Yes.
There were 10 of us.
How did that happen to come about?
Love
Definitely.
And we were ready.
Yes.
So you all just said, let's get together?
Dinah, why don't you give your perspective?
Well, my perspective is Brother Gregorio is from the Philippines, and he is a healer that does, well, I don't know, Peter, what you would call it, but the ability to actually remove negativity from within you, where you can, pray and create a sacred circle. And he's an amazing being. And I had worked with him for a couple years, and he had just said, Diana, when you're ready, if you'd like to host and have me, I'd love to come. So when
sweet.
And when I had talked to Peter about it, he had said, Peter, you had already seen Brother Gregorio in the past, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he had already had
Mary's.
Okay, yeah. So he had already had a relationship with him and was going to see him, and he was going to Colorado. And then Peter said, well, could be really cool. We could all get together. And Yuri came, and Julie and Brian and Noreen and Puff Lori, and Maria was there, Stack. And then Brother Gregorio traveled with Mary, who also worked with John of God. So she was there. And who else? Am I forgetting anybody? We were 10. 10 of us with Brother.
Your daughter, Bianca.
Your daughter.
Well, my daughter was not really supposed to be part of the party. She was at school, but she came home because her University of Madison is 20 minutes from my house. She came home and she enjoyed it so much. She said, Mom, I want to stay. And she stayed with us.
Dennis was there.
Who was there?
Not me.
Dennis was not there that time.
No.
Wasn't Sonia there, Diana? Sonia?
What?
Wasn't Sonia there?
No.
She wasn't.
Dennis, you were there, weren't you?
No, I've been to the 2 gatherings in Colorado Springs, but not the one at Diana's.
Okay. I think there was one.
Well,
Maria.
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 Maria and Puff Lori, who are not with us now, but they were there.
Right.
And we were discussing, it was a lot of excitement about the RV. And then Peter shared with us, we broke through the ice. And we're like, none of us knew what that meant. We went from 0 to 1, and we're all looking at each other. And
Wow.
The excitement and the joy, and everyone's kind of looking at each other. We felt it. It's kind of like when we were at Harry's, we felt that love. Well, when we were at our house, it was just, and Brother is just an incredible being. The whole experience was one of the highlights. It was just absolutely beautiful.
It was a magical experience.
Magical experience. And it was so significant. And for us
breaking
to be
through the ice. Wow.
Yeah. And to be together and to eat together and share. And it was really a wonderful, really special experience. So that's where it started.
And thank you. And I love that your daughter was there to partake of it as well.
Yes.
planting
what
seeds.
I learned ultimately was that the precision was Brother Gregorio was not precise. He was amazing. He's an amazing person. But the precision quantum requires was way beyond Brother Gregorio. So taking out a tumor is not anywhere near good enough. Quantum is, and by going for a 9.5 hour operation, that was precision. It basically took me until recently to unpack that precision. And I finished that on the 26th of February here.
Yay. Well, there was so much that you gained from that whole operation, and that you were able to get to the level that you did. I mean, that was incredible, and it must have had some kind of impact on the medical staff as well. The fact that you were there, and I like to think of it as like ripples rippling out from just your presence there and the whole situation.
Correct.
What it brought about. So that was really magical.
In retrospect, it was magical. In process, from May 20th, 2015 through the 26th of February last year, was a process where I didn't know what was going to
transpire. Yeah.
But on the 26th of February last year, one day the pain in my disappeared.
Yeah.
10 days, my chest had expanded almost 5 inches. 100 days, which was June 17th of the last year, I'm in a spaceship.
Pretty special.
The next, for five and a half hours, the next date is the 13th of March, 2022. But
yes, and go ahead.
No, I don't know what's going to happen. The current situation where we're all at home and available, that wasn't contemplated, but it's the reality now.
Mm-hmm. Did you request the expansion for your chest?
Yeah, my chest expanded almost 5 inches in 9 days.
Harry was asking if you requested or made a choice for that, and I don't think you did.
No, all of that was a surprise. In 1 day, no more pain. In 10 days, my chest, physical chest, and I'm a weightlifter. It started in high school. So I've been bodybuilding for a long time. And then in the spaceship, right above my house, 5.5 hours.
Yes.
There were 2 guest hosts at that meeting, myself and Quantum Singularity. And then me would come all the way to right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, are exactly doing it. We are accelerated beyond where we thought. That's why we're all kind of in balance. What are we? We're in balance.
Yes.
There's energy, 2 types, and there's quantum. That's amazing.
Yes.
And there's one more. Readiness. We're ready.
Yes. Yay. Okay.
Yeah, gosh. Yes. So, we've been at it now. And we'll see everybody next Wednesday.
Thank you for the call, Peter.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Lifestyle.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Nice to see
Thank
everybody.
you.
Yes.
See you next
Thank
week.
you, Peter.
See you next
Yeah.
Bye.
It's a date.
Yes.
Indeed.
6 stars, Peter.
6 stars. 6 stars.
Bye, Sonny.
Bye, sweetie.
Bye.
Love you all.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
You're all magnificent. I'll
Yes.
tell you.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Bye.
As
love
are you, Mary.
And if all of us remaining, make sure you restart your devices.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Noreen.
Noreen.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Thank
brother.
you.
Thank you.
Sisters. Boom.